Welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about the social media aspect. So let's dive right in and see how it goes. All right, so here we're on the Pro Finance websites. Let me move this a little bit. You can see that there's no social media links in the header. If you scroll down to the footer, you can see there's a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So we'll open those up. We have our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and our YouTube channel. So starting with Facebook, right out the gate, nice big banner here, which is sweet. We're gonna go ahead and click on that, but there's actually no information here. So what you can do is actually click on this button, edit the post, add a nice big description with links and stuff like that to help boost traffic. Moving on, we have almost 800 likes, 800 followers. We have a link here. This is HTTP. That needs to also be HTTPS because that's what's happening here on the website itself. We have a phone number and we have an email. So far, so good. Looks like we have some regular posting. That's 5 hours ago, which would have been roughly 8 p.m. Eastern. No problem. 9 hours ago, 13 hours ago, yesterday, 2 days ago. So it looks like we've had some relatively consistent posting happening with a little dip here. There's a gap there, but no worries. A lot of the stuff that's being posted looks like it should be engaging. There's a private group. Okay, cool. So then we'll check. All right, so the use of emojis here and icons, that's really good. What you're missing here though, which I think is a trend happening quite a bit, is you don't have any hashtags. So hashtags are actually going to increase visibility. You also want more spacing here. But if you post from a desktop computer, that's also an image. Fun. If you post from a desktop computer, you actually can do a lot of cool things. You can have headings and lists and bold some text and italicize some text. So that's really useful. But it looks like your posts are not actually getting much engagement. Also, they're relatively inconsistent. So that's not helpful either. Yeah, you're getting, I think 4 is the biggest number that I've seen in the past couple of months. There's 6 total there. Yeah, that's definitely a lot. That's very low engagement. And so what you got to do is you got to figure out what are people engaging with, right? This is a video, but it doesn't look like it was a live video. At least it doesn't say it was. It looks like it could have been live, but it doesn't say that it was live. So I'm expecting it not to be. This here as well. No hashtags, no hierarchy in the post content. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Yeah, nothing here. No hashtags as well either. Good use of emojis. I like that. Here's a link. Okay. Because it's a Buffly link, you can't really see what's going on. Is this okay? Looks like something changed. Something definitely changed because this is August 3rd, August 5th, August 9th, August 12th, but here, this would be 15th. here's a post, here's a post. Those two happened like an hour away from each other. Here's another one, also has the same style, and then you kind of fell off the map. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. And this one as well. Okay. So definitely no use of hashtags, no hierarchy of content. Those are things that I would look at. I would also look at not posting links. I know that's hard to do, but if you're gonna post a link, try not to do it in the actual post. Realistically, the post itself is going to get less engagement because of the link. So you want to try to convince people to engage with the post as opposed to just putting a link out there and hoping that they will. So let's move on to social media. Okay, this here, it's good that you have a link in the looks like you have 2 links here in the bio, but this is a rookie move. I can tell you that right now. Right. Cool. You have the profinancing.com, but this Facebook click ID, that's a rookie move. You want to take off that URL parameter, because that is basically what happens is here's YouTube. So you click on a link, it opens up, and any link that you click on in Facebook, it's going to add this. Well, I guess it's not happening for YouTube, so that's good. Let's try this one. Facebook is always going to add this click ID to the URL itself. And you can see that here. Let's close that. You can see that here in the actual, in the URL of the page. FBCL ID, Facebook click ID. It's the most annoying thing ever, but they have tracking built into Facebook, which happens all the time. So you want to remove that link and then go paste that here. So instead of it being simple guide ? Which is activating your URL parameters, remove that question mark all the way to the right. So we want it to look like this and not have all that extra crap at the end. But definitely good here. Realistically, for Instagram, I actually recommend something like Linktree. Linktr.ee. Linktr.ee, Linktree. Excuse me. So Linktree is basically you have a link that goes to this semi-branded page where you plug in all of your links, right? Let's see an example. I actually have a Linktree myself. Linktr. I think that's it. No, that's not it. US. Huh. I don't know what my link is. It's on my Instagram. But anyway, it shows up in pages like this where you can have multiple links to various different things. So your Facebook group, your free guides, your email, your phone number, all of that stuff can be plugged into this one page. So you can use that one page for routing, which is really useful. So I would probably use that here as well. Probably put your domain and then your link tree. That way, at least your domain's on your Instagram. But realistically, it's not going to matter as long as you have a profile. Here, though, you can see that some of the same posts that were done on Facebook are also here on Instagram, which it looks like this one might actually have been a live Instagram video, which would have been useful. Uh, definitely have a lot of branded imagery, which is good. That's really, really good. A lot of people don't take the time to do that. But you can see this 0 comments on every one of these. 0 comments so far. Okay, 2 comments, probably because it's from this movie here. 1 comment. It's not even visible. Yeah. 2 comments here. There we go. See here they're using. Okay, so here they're using the hashtags as a comment, which it's kind of a weird tactic because it's like it's an afterthought. But then you have these, Instagram has a lot of random promote your stuff type business things, and that's pretty much what that is. Let's look at this post. It's like their hashtags are a strategic afterthought. 70, there we go. That's much better. Looks like they're probably are starting to do a little better with that. Let's check this one. Yeah, see, no hashtags. Basically, you need hashtags in everything you post on everything on social media. And the reason for it is because hashtags are what drive the search traffic inside social media. And Instagram is really, really powerful. Instagram will tell you exactly how much traffic you're getting for a hashtag. So let's go back and look at one of those other ones that are being used. Here we go. This is that one post here. Right. Let's look at all of these. Well, I can tell you that like business owner, business entrepreneur, small business, those are probably getting some motivation that doesn't seem relevant here, but it looks like it might be all right to put in here. But yeah, I mean, anytime you try to put a hashtag in Instagram, especially if you're posting it from Facebook, which let me show you what that looks like. Go to pages, go to your page. Okay, go to Business Suite. And it's loading and loading. There we go, create post. And we're going to uncheck Facebook. The reason for that is because we want it's still going to check it, but we want the Instagram hashtags, right? So small business, it's not even getting that many, right? Marketing is not even getting that many. So what it's going to do is it's going to tell you how many are there. Let's see if Facebook has this too. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That number, right? So marketing, right? Marketing 101, 241,000. Marketing, not enough to even register. Marketing ideas, tips online, marketing digital. Those are all getting enough posts to actually register a number. And so those are the ones you want to target the most, right? What was the one? Lifestyle, right? Lifestyle doesn't even have a number, right? Lifestyle change, 547,000 posts. That's a big difference, right? Money doesn't even register. Money tips, 243,000. Money moves, 249,000. So what we're getting at is some of these hashtags here are not even doing anything, right? Let's try business owner. business owner is not registering anything. It's not registering enough to even promote a number. And you can see business owner life has 44,000. So if business owner must have less than 44,000. So I don't even know if I'd be using that. Digital marketing, I know that one that should have quite a bit. Digital marketing doesn't even have enough, but digital marketing agency, let's see, there's a course. Agency has 1.1 million, right? So those are the hashtags you want to use, right? There's hustle, inspiration. Now, again, these numbers here are they're not concrete. Hustle, I don't see anything. Hustle hard, hustle harder. Those would be good to use. Inspiration, 28 million, very good, right? So there's tools you can actually use online to actually show you what the search traffic is for those hashtags, but I'm not convinced that all of the ones that we're using here actually have good traffic, right? There's even an Instagram hashtag on Instagram, which sounds kind of weird, but nonetheless, the imagery here, phenomenal. That is next level shit. That is amazing. That's exactly what you should be doing. It's all branded. It's got their handle here. It's got their logo here. It's got their colors all throughout it. It's exactly what you want. At the same time, there's no traffic. So you want to mix those up with content like this, right? This post, 1 comment, 2 likes. This post, 3 comments, 51 views, 2 comments, 76 views, right? 25, 28, 11, 16, 12. It looks like there's some dwindling happening there, but everything that you guys are posting that's just an image is getting absolutely 0 traffic. And it's possibly because you're putting hashtags in the comments instead of in the post. So I would definitely reconsider that. Also, I noticed you guys don't have a Twitter handle on your website here. So I'd probably consider adding that, especially since you have all of these branded images. That would be great content to post with good hashtags on Twitter. But that's a decision you guys are going to have to make for yourself. Moving on, videos, definitely looks like you guys have a good header here, veteran owned, freaking love it. So we're in the videos section. Let's check playlists. No playlists. That's kind of a bummer. I would probably create several playlists. In fact, you should be creating several playlists to then put your videos into multiple options for people to find you, right? So basically a playlist gives you an additional link on YouTube for people to find you. Also, if someone finds your video and it's grouped in a playlist, that means they have the ability to watch your other videos that are tied to that same topic. So definitely a good strategy to have a playlist. Nonetheless, it looks like your videos are somewhere in the ballpark of half and half. Half of them are these branded thumbnails, and the other half are not. Anything that looks like this with the left and right sides are cut off, that's definitely a mobile phone. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you can tell very easily that that's a phone. I mean, realistically, it looks like some of these are probably pretty good. You can see the time though. 1 year ago, 5 views, 6 views. Holy crap. That seems really low, but also at the same time, what we're looking at is financial information and not some sort of lifestyle or entertainment thing, right? We're not looking at I heard a commercial on Spotify the other day where two teenagers were talking about Cardi B doing some dancing stuff, right? That's going to get a lot more views because that's entertainment. So make sure you're definitely paying attention to stuff like this. But also, I'm wondering if you're doing this all wrong. Right now, I see this guy, 5 views. This girl, 176 views. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, 6, 17, 2, 6, 8, 10, 24, 20, none, right? This girl, 9, okay. This one, 2,000, 37 here, okay. This one, 360. This one, 3,500. Right, let's go up and check a couple more. Kind of the same song and dance. All the videos that have guys in them have, 25 or less views, except for that one. That's got, we'll say 30 or less. Every video here that has a guy in it has 30 or less videos. And every video except for this one that has a girl in it has more than 30 views. What does that tell you? That tells you that this lady, which she might not even be there anymore, but these 2 or 3 ladies should be publishing all of your video content, period. That's exactly what should be happening. And you could try to say it's one way or another, but looking at the data that we have, that's exactly what your strategy should be, because apparently that's the only thing that people are responding to, right? And so growing this YouTube channel has the potential to grow your content across the board, right? Because realistically, you need to focus on repurposing content. So what does that mean? That means this chick here does a Facebook Live where she's talking about, I don't even know what this topic is. Where's the one that had 0 views? This one. This topic is called when you're looking for money to expand your company. When you're looking for money to expand your company, this chick here needs to be talking about it, or this chick or this chick. It doesn't matter. One of them needs to be doing that on a Facebook or a YouTube Live, probably through Facebook to drive more traffic through Facebook. It's a better place for the algorithm, but yeah, have one of those 3 wearing, these professional type clothing like they are now. You don't need them in bathing suits on the beach or whatever, but I mean, it's going to drive more traffic. Realistically though, have them doing Facebook Live content, and then once that content is published, because it's live, take that video, throw it up on YouTube, chop it up, throw it up on TikTok, throw it up on Snapchat and Instagram, and repurpose it 10,000 times over Facebook and a podcast. Do all of that. And then also turn it into a blog post, because that is a content strategy. That is what you should be doing for a good content strategy. And quite frankly, I'm going to say something that most people are not going to tell you. You ready for this? That's not what I'm looking for. Gary V net worth 2021. Gary V is worth $200 million. Okay. A lot of people don't like Gary V. A lot of people think he doesn't know what he's talking about. But guess what? He's worth $200 million and I'm not. So I like to think he knows what the hell he's talking about. So we are looking at the Gary V content model. There's 2 of them that you want to look at. The first one, excuse me, is called 64 pieces of content a day. Now, this does not mean put out generic bullshit and just splatter the world with content. No, you have to actually create good content. But once you find your rhythm on this, it's going to be insanely amazing for you. So we've actually done some trials with this model, and the trials that we've done have always had high engagement. Everything that we've posted that was off of this slide deck always got high engagement. So it's one of those things where if this guy's worth $200 million and he's giving you the exact roadmap how to curate content for social media, and you refuse to listen, can't do shit to help you there. Realistically, that's what we're looking at. And it's 270 pages of a slide deck. That's a lot of information. And I went through this, and the first time I went through it, I was like 64, I can do 100. And realistically, that was true. But nonetheless, 270 pages of glorious social media strategy. No matter who you talk to, this is going to reign supreme. I don't care what they say. I don't care who they are. This model is the best thing you're ever going to see. So take it, leave it. That is my advice. Now, this one here, this one is also pretty interesting, because this one talks about how to take a video and chop it up and repurpose it. So in this video itself, he's talking about a keynote speaking video, right? An hour of him speaking, not even an hour. Maybe it's, 15 minutes of him being a keynote speaker at some, event or whatnot. And this is how he takes videos and chops them up and repurposes them. This one's 86 slides. So now you have 350 or so slides on how to dominate social media content. And this is not talking about all of the challenge crap that you see. This is not talking about, all of the meme crap that you see. This is just straight up content generated from your business. Now, the stuff that you put out there has to resonate with people. It has to still be good content, but at the same time, if you make a video one time, you can repurpose that 100 different ways. That is not going to change. That is exactly what you should be doing. So that is my social media strategy. That's never going to change for me, because this guy used this strategy to become worth 200 million. And it seems like that's a valid reason to follow it, right? So do the same thing here. Do your Facebook Live with one of these ladies here, because obviously they're getting more engagement. Repurpose the video, create imagery, create memes, turn it into a blog post, a podcast, publish it everywhere, and then follow the content models that we just looked at. And that will grow, right? That'll definitely grow. While we're here, let's take a quick look at some of these videos, because we want to look at the description of them. I want to make sure there's a good description. We're not getting bombarded with audio. My ear's about to blow, I can guarantee you that. Okay, so this one here. All right, got some emojis happening here. I don't know if, putting that there is going to be helpful, but realistically, you have your phone number, you have your Facebook page and your website. So I would probably remove the Facebook page. And the reason for that is because you want to drive traffic to the website. What good does driving people to Facebook do? Everything you do on social media is not to drive them to other social media. It's to drive them to the website. So I would definitely not use that. Also, there's no hashtags here, and it doesn't look like there's any video tags or any actual settings for the video itself. So you want to check those out. This one here, it's the same exact format. You have your link and the credit repair. Okay. Same thing. There's no context. There's no, okay, you have Americans here, but you don't have a United States tag for your video, which you can actually say this video was recorded in the United States, and it'll flag that, which gives you more visibility in the US. Again, no hashtags. All right, moving on. Looks like we took a different turn here. The content is a little different. The words here, it's not as engaging, right? Before, the words were, the paragraphs and questions and stuff were split up. Here it's it's just like you slung this together with the quickness, and that's probably true. Again, you have your Facebook and your Instagram. How does that help you drive traffic to your website? Give us a call. Okay, cool. There's your website. Great. No USA tag, no hashtags, none of that stuff. So I would definitely take a look at that. It's the same thing here. I mean, the content's structured a little easier to read, but same advice here. This one's good. She has the Pro Finance logo put in her video. Definitely good. The phone number is here. That is good as well. If you're going to do these half-size mobile phone videos, I would probably put the number next to the logo, and I would probably make that stand out a little more. It stands out here really well because the background is white, but as this changes to brown, that becomes harder to read. So just something to think about. Same type of stuff is happening here though. Hey, you got a comment and I can't read it. Okay. So realistically, that's what you're looking at for social media. You know, let's go look at a couple of these other videos. These are all guys. So let's check these, so we're not doing anything different. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Basically, it's the same exact advice that I have so far. No tags, no country, no nothing, no context. Here, a little better. I see that there's links that are specific to each of these areas, which is great. Now you're starting to talk some numbers, which is great, but you still have the same issues. No hashtags, no country, no context. Here, right? Yep. The actual wording here is pretty good. No country, no hashtags, no context. This one, this gives me hope for the future. Well, it did. So this here, this doesn't really help you. You definitely want to write more. You want to make sure your contact information is there. You want to make sure that you're using hashtags and whatnot. But this is what I'm talking about, where it says United States, because the country was added for this video. Also, there's a section where you can add categories for the video. And those categories help you also get more visibility in those areas. But because this says United States, it's going to get more visibility in America, in the country that you're in, which is what you want. but that looks like it's one of the only videos that has it. Yeah, this is back to that original concept of just throw some text out there. Okay. So definitely there's a lot of room for improvement, but that's exactly why we do this, to make sure that we go through everything that's here, to make sure that we are properly doing the research needed, and to make sure that we are being able to engage with our audience on social media, as well as drive traffic to the website, right? I don't care if you have, 1 million followers. What does that translate into in terms of revenue? If those million people don't go to your website, what's that really doing for you? It's doing nothing. That's actually giving you a false sense of hope. It's this is actually a scientific thing that was studied. Uh, social media actually gives people a endorphin release every time they get a like or a comment or a reply or a share. Those things, those actions, excuse me, create an endorphin release. So all you're doing is you're getting your endorphin release because you have 1 million people, connecting with you, but none of them are buying from you. So if none of them are buying from you, then what's the point? The answer is there is no point. Now that you have all those people, now you have to figure out, how do I get them to convert from regular followers that could be meaningless into actual engaging followers? So building an audience is one thing, but having to shave down your audience into people that are actual true followers and people that are actual engaging with you on social media is a lot harder than actually trying to build them up in the first place. So at the end of the day, uh, you may not want to use social media. You may not, but guess what? It's 2021 and you almost have to. So those are your options. Do it, don't, doesn't bother me. I'm only here to make recommendations. So we'll see you guys in the next video, where we're going to start looking at the publicity side of things. That's definitely going to be fun. All right, take it easy. We'll see you in the next video.